kill the cat. Now, this week, you're going to see it live right here on TV. See me bury the remains of the Continental Cat. Woo, baby, the greatest day of my life.
Get ready, wrestling fans, for wrestling's new era. It's the Continental Wrestling Federation. This week, tag team action from Todd Morton and Nightmare Danny Davis. Also, Dr. Tom Prichard. The Party Patrol. Wildcat Wendell Cooley. The Alaskan Hunters, and much more. Now, here's your host, Charlie Platt.
Continental Wrestling Federation coming to you from the Montgomery Civic Center, along with Dr. Tom Prichard. A lot of great matches on the way today, including we'll be talking about the big cage battle royals. First man out wins a lot of money.
Well, I gotta tell you and all these legally stupid rednecks, especially this guy with the stupid looking hat right here, not only do we have cage battle royals coming up, but I think the most humane man in professional wrestling today has to be the dirty white boy, Charlie, because right here, today on this program, the dirty white boy has spared no expense to give the Continental Cat a proper burial. He went out at his own expense, at his own money, and bought a hearse. He's got a casket, and today, right here on this program, we are going to give the Continental Cat the proper burial that he deserves.
Well, all I have to say to that is he has definitely bought time from the Continental Wrestling Federation and has planned a funeral for the Continental Cat, and that remains to be seen what will happen in that situation. That's coming up later in the program. A lot of great tag team action. You'll see the Dr. Tom Prichard in action, singles action, along with Wildcat Wendell Cooley. The Hunters will be in action, the Rich Cousins, plus a host of the favorites of the Continental Wrestling Federation. Right now, let's go to the ring for our first match of the day.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 220 pounds, Mr. Morton. His partner from parts unknown, weighing in at 270 pounds, the Cobra. Their opponent from Kentucky, weighing in at 205 pounds, Todd Morton. And his partner from the USA, weighing in at 215 pounds, Nightmare Danny Davis.
Todd Morton and Nightmare Danny Davis going up against Mr. Alan Martin and the Cobra on this edition of the Continental Wrestling Federation. Dr. Tom Prichard joining me for the commentary at ringside. And, Doc, they moved us down to the ring this time because of some action we've had up on the stage in our set recently.
Well, I don't mind being down at the ring. You might get a little jumpy sometimes, but I like being close to the action all the time. I like watching new young talent come in like this Todd Morton, and he looks like he's a promising young athlete.
High flying action from young Todd Morton. Good reversal and hip toss takedown. Good flying drop kick right on Alan Martin. Martin catches an arm drag takedown, and this young Todd Morton is on fire.
Well, you know, something I got to say is he's got Danny Davis in his corner, and Danny Davis has had a series of partners lately, and this young Todd Morton just seems to be the latest. Maybe he took him under his wing since his own cousin Ricky Morton has other contractual obligations to make, it seems like. And Danny Davis and Todd Morton, obviously, Danny has the experience, and Todd's in there to learn, and I'm not so sure what Danny can do. Except for a move like that.
And good arm drag takedown by Danny Davis takes Mr. Martin by surprise.
Well, I tell you, Danny Davis has been a premier star in wrestling for a long time, and this Todd Morton looks like he may be coming a long, long way. He's got a cousin that's been wrestling for many years, 4-time World Tag Team Champions, and I'm sure they've been discussing strategy too.
Back body drop on Mr. Martin, scrambling to the corner to make the tag with the Cobra. And the Cobra, I believe, a little reluctant on jumping right in with these two high flyers.
Well, you see, Alan Martin's been around this sport for a while, too, but I'm not sure how long this guy in the mask has been around. But Danny Davis, he's been working out. He's made tremendous gains in the last 4 years of competition. But you see, it just takes one mistake and your team can go on the losing side.
Tag is made with Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin takes Davey Davis into those ring ropes, catches him with an elbow coming off. Tag is made again with a Cobra. Cobra back in, making his move toward Davis. Another hard right puts the big masked man down on the canvas.
Well, you know one thing I've got to say about Denny Davis, with all the different partners he's had in the last couple of weeks, it looks like he and just Todd Morton have been working great
Whoa.
together as a team. I wonder, a fantastic double drop kick, I got to say.
It's over. And your winner, new form tag team combination of Todd Morton and Nightmare Danny Davis on this edition of the Continental Wrestling Federation. I tell you what, Doc, we've had a lot of inquiries recently about the condition of Doug Furnace, and we do have an update on the condition of Doug Furnace. Let's take a look at that right now. In a casual atmosphere, I've asked my good friend Doug Furnace, who is known as the world's strongest man, to stop by and talk to us a few moments today. Doug, what happened recently on the Continental Wrestling Federation between you and Terry Bam Bam Gordy is certainly unexcusable on the part of Gordy, and it has put a lot of blocks in your mind. I want to, first of all, thank you for stopping by. You have been in and out of the hospital because of what happened to you on that stage.
Well, that's right, and I thank you very much for asking me to come by. It cost me a great deal. It cost me, a trip to Japan that I'd really been looking forward to, and a trip to New Zealand that all my friends knew that I had coming up, and I was really looking forward to. And more than that, probably, it had a big possibility. It cost me my wrestling career.
Something about this injury, Doug, that took place that looking at the tape back and saw what happened. When a man is in the ring competing and you see a clothesline coming for you, you can in some way brace for what's about to take place to you in the ring if you're on top of things and thinking a step ahead of your competitor. But in this type situation, it was just boom.
More than that, Charlie, when you're in the ring, you expect that. That's what the ring's about. But this had happened to me before with the same guy, Terry Gordy. We'd had a run-in last summer, and, it was something that I thought I'd put trust back into somebody that I just shouldn't have done. And, sometimes you make mistakes like that, but, things will work out in the end. I know they will.
Well, best of luck to you, and once again, we certainly apologize. Not that does you any good, Doug, for what did happen on this set, because it was certainly disturbing to us and to all the wrestling fans of the Continental Wrestling Federation. Thank you for stopping by. What's in the future for Doug Furnace?
Well, I don't know right now. I've got a chance to maybe have an opportunity to come back. They just don't know. They're telling me that, that it's too far in the future, and I would like to thank the people for all the cards and letters that they've sent, and I really appreciate it. My family appreciates it. It's just, right now, we don't know.
Best of luck to you, the world's strongest man. A great competitor, and don't count him out. He's the world's strongest man, Doug Furnace. There you see Doug Furnace in the next brace, and in case you did not view last week's edition of the Continental Wrestling Federation and wonder why Doug Furnace is in that neck brace, we have this particular situation that erupted between he and the big man, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Let's take a look at that and then check wrestling in your local area. One of you two will be facing Jerry the King Lawler when he defends the CWF Heavyweight Championship, or defends the World Championship in the CWF. And it's come down to a situation about a flip of a coin, Doug.
That's what I understand, Charlie. That sounds great to me. We've looked forward to this and heard when we had the opportunity to do it. A coin flip sounds great to me. You got a coin for us?
Well, I guess we could if the promotion will.
What? Gordy? What in the world is this nut doing? He's got Furnace on the stage. No! Suplex on the stage. What is wrong with... What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Hey, you don't have to worry about flipping no coin now. How does everybody like that? Tell me, how does everybody like that? Huh? Well, you better learn to like it, because you're going to have to like it whether you like it or not. What do you mean? Wait a minute. What do you mean flipping coin? What do you mean, flip the coin? You don't have to worry about flipping a coin. Hey, I want to take it to the board, and there may not be no flip of the coin.
He's out. Let's get some help out of here. We'll be back.
Wait a minute. Morton.
We'll be back. Gordy turning into a madman.
Where'd you get that? Food bar.
With all the extras that come free with dinner at Bonanza.
Honey, did I miss the potato skins?
Families who eat together sometimes find it difficult to eat together.
Have a sundae? Sure, you can make it yourself. Oh, no, you don't.
And that's what keeps families coming back.
Did everyone see the cherry cobbler?
Cherry cobbler?
I'm really glad we could have this time together.
If you love steak, try our tender Kansas City strip, now specially priced.
The extras don't cost extra at Bonanza.
Being cool, you'll find, is a state of mind. A refreshing attitude. Things get higher. Cool is all you got. You're doing it country cool. Chill on out when the heat comes on. With the cool Mountain Dew. Doing it country cool. Doing it country cool.
Dr. Tom Prichard standing by to go into action. And, of course, these big cage battle royals are on everyone's mind.
Cage battle royals on everyone's mind, but what on my mind right now is to show all these legally stupid rednecks right here why I'm sitting in the ring and you're sitting right out there. This is what I'm going to do for a living, and this is what I do to you in the street, Jack.
All right, the comments of Dr. Tom Prichard. Let's go to the ring for the introduction of this match.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Bainbridge, Georgia, weighing in at 202 pounds, Buddy Gold. His opponent from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds, CWF heavyweight champion, Dr. Tom Prichard.
All right, we have Buddy Gold going up against the Dr. Tom Prichard, CWF heavyweight champion. Joining me at the desk for the commentary, Wildcat Wendell Cooley. And you have that CWF heavyweight championship on your mind.
Well, that's right, Charlie. You know, and I've had a lot of matches already with Dr. Tom Prichard, and it seems like every time things are going my way, something happens. Either the referee gets hit and he can't continue the match, or either, if you want to take it a little farther, either the referee jumps on my back. Well, I tell you what, Charlie, that's something that's got to be taken care of, and I think we need to have somebody capable of being able to take a bump if he gets hit in the nose and be able to come back and finish the match, or somebody that's going to call it right down the middle, you know what I'm saying?
You're talking about a strong man to go in there in these special championship matches, possibly, and make sure there is a clean-cut decision.
Exactly right,
man
Charlie.
who can take a lick and come right back.
Exactly, Charlie. The last title match I had with Dr. Tom Prichard, I had him beat for the 3 count, and the referee jumped on me, turned on me, Charlie, and I don't like that kind of stuff.
I don't want no beef with you, Wendell. The only thing I want to say is I agree with what you said, and I agree with what he said. The referee sometimes gets punched in the nose and he can't think, or I'd be the champion right now. I'm not here to fight you.
Well, the last time I had him beat for a 3 count, but the referee turned against me, and I don't like that.
Oh, there's that
gotta be
kick
done.
from the Dr. Tom Prichard. Buddy Gold out cold on the canvas. It's over.
Can we get him down here? Come here, bud. Come here. Yeah, you. We're talking to you. Come here.
All right, both Bill Superstar Dundee and Wildcat Wendell Cooley summoning Dr. Tom Prichard down to ringside.
We want to fight you. We want to talk to you about something. Yeah. Because if it wasn't for a little detail, I'd be the champion. Now, Wendell Cooley has a good point right here. Now, if it wasn't for the referee getting knocked out, I'd have your belt. I still got my ring, big boy. Now, had the referee decided not to side with you, I would be the new CWF heavyweight champion, pal. And I think we need to get somebody that can take a licking, and somebody that's honest. and somebody that can take it, pal. A strong man.
I agree with you. I don't think we need any pansy referees that can't take one shot and they can't get up to make a count. I agree with you. I think we need a referee, man. I think we need a referee that can't take a shot.
Idea for a referee. I know somebody that's very honest, somebody that will call it right down the middle, Dr. Tom, and that's Danny Davis.
Good suggestion.
Hey, wait just a minute. I didn't just fall off no turnip truck, pal. I don't know. I tell you what, I got an idea for a referee. I tell you what, if you want somebody honest and you want somebody that can call a match, why don't we get Tony Anthony, the dirty white boy? Huh?
Come on now.
He's not a great guy. He's going to pay for the funeral. Just a minute.
I don't think he's sure he is, but, pal, let me tell you something. That's somebody you ride up and down the road with every day, pal. That's somebody you share a motel room with. This ain't my first picnic, pal. Let's get somebody else.
Hey, I got a little idea. I don't particularly care for you. Don't care for you. I just want to be the champion. And I don't care who wins. I don't care. I can beat either one of you. Let me referee.
You, superstar Bill Dundee.
Well, why
You want a referee?
I ain't his friend. I ain't your friend. I don't care. I just want to wrestle the winner.
Wait a second.
David Woods, president of the Continental Wrestling Federation.
How do you do these?
I've had it with special referees. I'll tell you what, Dundee. If you want to referee this match, let's put something on the line.
Huh, what?
Elvis's 3-carat diamond ring.
Oh, no. Hey,
Tell you what.
Put in a...
Who's to say if I got him beat, pal, you're not going to turn against me, too. So why don't you put up something to ensure that you're not going to do nothing out of the way?
I just told you I'm not going to do that. I don't care who wins. I ain't your friend. I ain't his.
Put your money where your mouth is.
All right. If you agree.
Yeah. This ring's got sentimental value.
Yeah,
If Elvis had given it to me, it'd have a tremendous amount of value. You give it to me, we'll let you referee this match as long as you do it on the straight and narrow. You get out of line, you'll forfeit the ring to whoever you cause the interference with. If you hit...
The ring should be mine anyway.
We'll give Prichard the ring.
So we're putting up the ring as a bond.
Interfere with Cooley, we give Cooley the ring.
What about it?
You finished, go ahead. You got anything else to say?
You've heard what I've said.
All right. Yep. Do you agree? I'll special referee this. You punch me in the nose, I'll do counter that, because I can take your best shot and take yours. If this gets lost, brother, you owe me 30 grand.
All right. Is it agreed?
I'll tell you, I'm agreed, but I want to tell you something, pal. If he gets out of line, he's going to answer to me.
All right, Wildcat Wendell Cooley against Dr. Tom Prichard with the referee, Bill Dundee, a 3-carat diamond up as bond. We'll have more of the Continental Wrestling Federation in just a moment.
The Continental Wrestling Federation is a great way to raise funds for schools, clubs, and other non-profit organizations. Bring the stars of the Continental Wrestling Federation like Nightmare Danny Davis, Willie B. Hurt, Dr. Tom Prichard, and the Dirty White Boy to your town. For information, call Ron West at 205-979-7463. That's Ron West at 205-979-7463. And bring Continental Wrestling to your area.
Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, led to the ring by Jamie Dundee from anywhere but Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 232 pounds, the original RPM. And his partner from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 205 pounds, Bill Superstar Dundee. Their opponents, at a combined weight of 460 pounds, the CWF Tag Team Champions, Johnny and Davey Rich, the Party Patrol.
CWF Tag Team Champions, Rich Cousins, Johnny and Davey, taking on the original RPM Mike Davis and Bill Superstar Dundee with another element at ringside. There you see the lovely Laura taking the ring jackets and the titles back to the dressing room. Now the Rich Cousins, we're ready to start this contest. Bill Superstar Dundee starting out against Davey Rich, collar elbow, center of the ring. Back over into the corner goes. Good reversal by Davey Rich. High back body And down goes Bill Superstar Dundee.
Well, there's one thing I got to say, and the only thing I might be happy about is that Dundee is putting up as a bond that nice 3-carat diamond ring that he says Elvis Presley gave him, and he gave it to the president of the Continental Wrestling Federation, David Woods, and it seems like now he's going to be a special referee when Wendell Cooley gets his title shot at me.
Well, rumor has it there's some problems between Mike Davis and the Mr. Chono as far as the Japanese connection is concerned. Some investments being made, maybe not suitable to the RPM, and I guess this is why we see Bill Superstar Dundee out as tag team partner with Mike Davis.
Who told you that? Who gave you rumors? What? I don't know anything about any rumors. Maybe, well, maybe Dundee and Mike Davis are all friends, and maybe they just wanted a chance on TV to get the tag. Hell, I don't know. Maybe Chono has another match. I don't know. Let me look.
Dundee finds himself over. In those turnbuckles. And the party patrol, the party boys come to life. Davey Rich. Mike Davis comes in. Roy George trying to maintain order during this match.
Boy, that Roy George tries to maintain order, doesn't he? Yeah.
Still ordered. Wildcat Wendell Cooley will be in action.
Big deal.
Well, you'll see in action for the title shot with Bill Dundee, and a 3-carat diamond ring is fine.
Well, I can promise you one thing. Bill Dundee better be able to take my best shot if he wants to referee. That wasn't bad teamwork on the part of Dundee and Mike Davis. They look well,
and there we see the ever-present.
I hear Johnny Rich saying that's using his head, yeah.
This guy's name,
No, his name is Gumby.
Huh?
Gumby. His name is Gumby. Doesn't he look like a guy you call Gumby?
Well,
yeah. I've got a few other names for him, too, but I don't know if I can say it on TV. Now, that's good teamwork. I got to say, for Mike Davis and Bill Dundee, if they are old friends, if they are old tag team partners, they're working pretty good as a team.
Tag is made with Mike Davis now in for the team of RPM. Whoa, what a clothesline. What a shot.
That Mike Davis is a vicious man. He takes no quarter, he asks no quarter. If you're in the ring with him, you're in the ring with Dundee the same way. What he drop?
High flying from that top rope goes Bill Superstar Dundee.
You know, I got to say.
The referee diverted by. And Johnny Rich comes in to save it for the team of Johnny and Davey Rich.
Now that's where you got a good team. Mike Davis comes right in, he takes advantage when the referee's back is turned, and he's not going to give Davey Rich any rest whatsoever. And I've got to say, I've wrestled Bill Dundee, I've wrestled Wendell Cooley, and there is no love lost between any of us, and I just want to see the match come, and if Dundee's going to give it right down the middle, that's all I'm asking too. But right now, these Riches, the tag team champions of the Continental Wrestling Federation.
They're in trouble.
They sure are.
What an enthusiastic crowd here at the Montgomery Civic Center here tonight. I believe a lot of them are from your fan club.
I tell you what, there's a lot of legally stupid people out here that probably never been in a street fight before in their life, never been in a wrestling ring before in their life, never played any kind of sport except maybe tennis or golf, and they think they can take me, and they think they're tough enough to fight me. I'll meet them on the street, I'll meet them in the ring, I'll meet them in the arena, wherever they want, and I'll show them that I'm tougher than them or anybody else that wants to fight me.
Right now, that third element, Jamie at ringside, coming into play in this tag event for the Riches against Dundee and Davis.
Now this is where Dundee, who is a veteran, he's been around this game for a long time. He knows when you got a guy in trouble, you work on one area, and the leg's one of his favorite areas, as you can see. And Mike Davis been a tag team wrestler for most of his career, too. And I think they're working very well as a tag team right now.
Right now, Mike Davis picks up where Dundee left off, working on that left leg of Davey Rich. No doubt about it who the crowd favorites are here in Montgomery, Alabama. It's the Rich cousins, Johnny and Davey. And they're pulling for Davey to make that tag with Johnny, which is desperately needed at this point in the match.
Davey Rich is needing a tag a long time ago.
In the meantime, Dundee and Davis tag in and out very effectively. And look at there. There's that element at ringside, Jamie holding and putting the pressure down on the leg.
Well, you know, sometimes you really can't fault the guy if he's going to be on the outside of the ring. You better earn his pay, and if he sees an opening, sometimes that's what you call smart wrestling.
Foot on the rope, and that breaks that one up. Davey Rich in trouble in this match, and now Dundee goes with the boot to the knee. The knee and the leg they've been working on for the last, 5 or 6 minutes during this match.
That's smart wrestling. That's smart wrestling right there. I got to give it to him. I may not like Dundee. I may not care for him. I don't care what he's going to do, but when you see a man in there doing smart things like that,
whoa! Great second effort. Great effort by Davey Rich.
He needs to tag if he's going to do anything great. Because he's in trouble. He's still hurt.
He is in trouble. I agree with that. He needs to make the tag. He makes it. Johnny Rich in. Hard right. Puts Dundee on the canvas. Right puts Davis on the canvas. Back and forth. High flying drop kick. Hard right. Superstar Bill Dundee goes down. Hard right. Johnny Rich takes his heads together. Center of the ring. And Johnny Rich turns it around.
Well, Johnny Rich from Montgomery, Alabama, no doubt. He's got these people behind him, and that's going to help him. Hey, get away from our table.
Hard. We've got it going on the floor. In the ring.
There's Shono.
Here comes Shono.
There's Shono. You're right.
He's got salt. Look.
Yeah.
All in the
I love it.
On Davey Rich.
What about those rumors now?
It's over. It is over. The match, Mr. Shono coming in to interfere will be the original RPM, Mike Davis, and Bill Superstar Dundee. Salt being thrown in the eyes of Davey Rich.
Yes, sir.
And
yeah, how about those rumors now?
When things started getting into trouble, Shono comes out and saves the day for his team. I'll tell you what, let's take a look at wrestling action in the arena in your area, and then we'll come back and hopefully get some comments from the Rich Cousins. We'll be right back.
Don't miss the CWF Monday, April 10th in Abbeville, Alabama in the high school at 7:30, and Tuesday, May 2nd in Highland Home, Alabama in the high school at 7:30. And the big show is Sunday, April 16th in the Montgomery Civic Center. Match time that night at 7 o'clock. And that night in the main event, it's Dr. Tom Prichard teaming up with Cat Collins to take on Wildcat Wendell, Cooley, and Burrhead Jones coming out of retirement. Also Sunday, April 16th in Montgomery in tag team action, the Alaskan Hunters take on Ricky Morton and Kerry Von Erich. In a first blood match, it's the Dirty White Boy up against the Dog. Plus, the CWF Tag Team Champions, the Party Patrol, Johnny and Davey Rich, Nightmare Danny Davis, the Japanese Connection, Bill Superstar Dundee, and many more.
Johnny Rich attending to his cousin Davey, man.
Charlie, let me tell you something. This bull, what just happened right here. You know, Mike Davis, he can't keep a partner, so he went out and got Dundee, right? Well, let me tell you something. If they want to come out here, if it wants to be Dundee, Shono, Mike Davis, we don't care. Come on out here. We'll fight you anytime. 2-on-2. But if you want to make it 3-on-2, baby, don't forget that we got another cousin named Wildfire Tommy Rich. Yeah. And he's only a phone call away, Dundee. Mike Davis, if y'all want a match, just let us know, and we'll get Wildfire on the phone. Just let us know.
Johnny Rich bringing up a very interesting point. We'll be back with more great tag team wrestling in a moment on the Continental Wrestling Federation. Stay with us.
Tune, because we got the burial of the Continental Cat, and I prepared a very special eulogy right here on television.
You're going to deliver it.
Yes, sir. I'm going to give the eulogy for the Continental Cat.
Let's go to the ring for our next match of the day.
I'm waiting for this one.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 205 pounds, Larry Davis. His opponent from Milton, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, Wildcat Wendell Cooley.
Proud of who I am.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley taking on Larry Davis on this edition of the Continental Wrestling Federation. disgusting. The only way I know to describe the incident taking place moments ago in that tag match with Rich Cousins, superstar Bill Dundee, and Mike Davis, the RPM. As Mr. Chono did make his way out, vicious chops by Cooley. Big, whoa, catches that boot. Larry Davis finds that big boot right up against the chin.
Well, you know the old song, don't call him a cowboy till you've seen him ride? I just wonder if Cooley's ever been on a horse before in his life. And you know, you talked about rumors earlier about Chono and Mike Davis. I guess those just founded or dispelled any rumors that there might be in the Continental area about Mike Davis and Mr. Chono, huh?
Well, certainly is.
Yeah, I don't know where you're getting your information. But obviously they told you something wrong. And this guy right here is some dime store cowboy who really thinks he can take the Continental belt from me. He's got a lot to learn in wrestling, I can tell you that.
Kick puts Davis down on the canvas. Wildcat Wendell Cooley setting him up. There's that bulldog. Vicious move.
Yeah, but he couldn't be that to me. No vicious move.
3 count and it's over. Your winner of the match from Milton, Florida is Wildcat Wendell Cooley. Cooley, winner of the match on this edition of the Continental Wrestling Federation. And right now, a little standoff between Cooley and Prichard here at ringside. While that is going on, I'd like to tell you about some great talent on the way to the CWF. One of those is superstar Jeff Jarrett from Memphis, Tennessee. Young Jeff Jarrett, outstanding athlete. And right now, let's take a look at Jeff Jarrett in action.
Seems just like a dream. It's a mystery dream. Fills me within. When we're together, oh baby, can't you see? I like to feel the passion to the point of no return.
Well, there you see an exciting young Jeff Jarrett coming to the Continental Wrestling Federation. And speaking of excitement, the Unified World Heavyweight Champion, the King, Jerry Lawler, is on the way. Let's see this on the King, Jerry Lawler, then find out about wrestling in your local area. And we'll be back with the Hunters in action.
Georgia, weighing in at 215 pounds, Bill Holliday. And his partner from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 205 pounds, David Elder. Their opponents from Dark Horse, Alaska, weighing in at a combined weight of 505 pounds, the Alaskan Hunters.
Let me tell you something, lady, and let me tell all these idiots out here something. If the CWF would put us against the ridges instead of these goose right here, we'd have those World CWF Tag Team belts right now.
Well, there you have the Alaskan Hunters, quite vocal with their thoughts.
Well, Charlie, I gotta say this. I am getting very humbled, and I'm getting ready because coming up right after this match, we've got the burial of the Continental Cat, courtesy of the great humanitarian, the Dirty White Boy. I can't wait. I'm excited.
That he has purchased his time on the program.
Yes, he
As
did.
The Alaskan Hunter just unloads on young David Elder out of Nashville, Tennessee. Both men in the ring now. Tag is made. They have double clothesline.
About broke that guy's neck. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We've got some of the best tag teams in the country right here in the CWF, and it seems like these Hunters have come in, just like they said, to take the riches and to show them that they are the CWF heavyweight champion.
Full body slam on Bill Holliday by the Alaskan Hunter. Using his partner's head as the weapon against Holliday. Quick snap, suplex. Follows with a headbutt to Holliday.
Well, you know, I talked to these guys a little bit before in the dressing room, and I got to say they are a couple of hard-headed guys. You know.
Holliday certainly being battered by the Alaskan Hunters. As tag team action heats up in the...
Oh, what a move. What a move. That's teamwork. That's championship teamwork.
And that's it for Bill Holliday and David Elder, your winners, the Alaskan Hunters. The Alaskan Hunters winners of the match, and we'll be back with more after you watch this about wrestling in your local arena. Fans not only in this building but watching by television, we're impressed with the tag team action of Danny Davis and Todd Morton.
Thank you very much, Charlie. You know, I couldn't ask for a better partner than the upcoming Todd Morton right here. You know, anytime Rick Morton can't be his partner, Nightmare Danny Davis is going to step in. And let me tell you something, Hunters. You may have run Willie B. Hurt out of town, but Danny Davis is still here, and Todd Morton is here. And anytime you think you're going to run roughshod over us, Todd Morton and Danny Davis don't back down from nobody, especially you, Hunters. So anytime you bring it on, and we'll give you more than you can handle.
Nightmare Danny Davis and Todd Morton have been asked to announce by the officials of the Continental Wrestling Federation that the next segment of this program, the next segment of the Continental Wrestling Federation, is paid for by the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, and we'll be back in just a moment.
But you have my curiosity aroused.
Well, you know, Charlie Platt, this is a time that I bought and paid for out of my own pocket. I really feel bad about what happened. As everyone knows, I'm an animal lover, and I'm sure all these fans are. And that's the reason that I've took this time. We're going to have a funeral to, well, I'm kind of lost for words for the Continental Cat. And Charlie, at this moment, I'm going to go, me and my friends are going to bring the cat in.
Well, let's take this break about wrestling in your local area, and we'll be back. Now from a hearse that has backed up to the back door of the Montgomery Civic Center. I can't believe this. I am totally, oh, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They actually have a coffin. As they bring it into the Montgomery Civic Center, there you see the Alaskan Hunters, Jamie, Bill Superstar Dundee, RPM, Mike Davis. I've seen...
You know, Charlie, it's, thank you, gentlemen. I really appreciate this. It's, I've got a few pictures here that I know that the cat would want to be buried with him. And I'd like to give each one of these guys maybe a picture to put in. Hunters, would you mind raising it and putting the picture in the box?
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to pay our final respects to a near and dear friend, the Continental Cat. He comes from a long line of cats. There was Sylvester the Cat, there was Morris the Cat, and of course, the reason we're here today, the Continental Cat. The Continental Cat was a cool cat, a smooth cat, but most of all, he was an abused cat. You know, I remember when the Continental Cat was introduced, he came around, jumping around Charlie Platt. And I also remember in Knoxville, Tennessee, when I didn't have an opponent, so a Cherokee hockey player brought out the dog to challenge me. And of course, after giving the dog a wrestling lesson, the Continental Cat came out and led the dog to the dressing room. You know, I also recall when the Continental Cat was walking around the ring during my and other wrestlers' matches. Well, let me just say that the Continental Cat will never, ever do any of these things again. We owe it to one man, the man responsible for putting this all together today, the Dirty White Boy. Dirty White Boy, Dirty White Girl, we are here today, your fellow wrestlers, and all your loyal fans to comfort you in your time of grief. At this time, let's take out a moment of silence with the traditional ringing of the bell in memory of our near and dear friend, the Continental Cat.
Wait a minute, somebody is, they're driving away with the hearse. Somebody is driving away with a hearse in the back of the building. And Dr. Prichard, Tony Anthony, the hunters, they're all out. They are going out the back of the building, and they are looking. Alan Martin says the Rich cousins just drove off with a hearse. They just drove off with a hearse here at the Montgomery Civic Center, and it broke up the little charade that was being carried on by Tony Anthony. I don't think the Rich cousins have driven off from the back of the building with the hearse that Tony Anthony paid to bring that casket in the building. The Rich cousins have left the arena with the hearse. And that kind of put a damper on the ceremony that Mr. Anthony had.
It's a $20,000 hearse they just stole, Charlie Clark.
You had it borrowed, I'm assuming. Are you responsible for it?
Yes, I'm responsible, but that don't matter. Charlie, come here. White girl, I've got a picture right here that was the Continental Cat's favorite photograph, and I know that he would want this picture to go with him. Hey, white girl, go ahead and put it in there for him, because I know he'd want it.
And, something she found amiss with the Continental Cat. I don't know if... All right, the cat comes, and the cat slaps Tony Anthony, and they all clear the ring again. What?
Hey, nobody did that. What are you trying to get ready to do? That's it.
Well, Tony Anthony.
That can't be Charlie Platt, because that blamed cat is dead.
What happened?
The cat. That blamed cat is dead. Hey, I don't care. Let me tell you something. Whoever you was, you're the imposter.
This week.
Me and Superstar Dundee has got some bad business coming up against the dog. Calm down. What do you think?